Hey Virgo, it's Germinate Tarot, and I am changing venues. I'm hiding in the barn, so you might hear some birds and a little bit of road noise. But this is what it's come to. It's cozy though. It's super cozy. So we're doing last week in May into the first part of June, May 28th to June 4th. Doing general, but probably going to lean towards relationships and love because that's how it seems to go around these parts. So starting off with Gypsy Witch. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3. Wow, it didn't even want me to do it face up. So let me turn that down. So everyone wants me right when I'm in the middle of something. Here we go. Oh, okay. Virgo. I think this is good. You got the lion in the middle. That is like surprising, but strong. Like no one's rolling over here. So doing it more like a past, present, future type thing, or this is early week, midweek, end of week, kind of like a summary feel for a vibe, undercurrents, and then kind of overall feeling. Scooch them down so you can see them. So here we have the book, which is knowledge, or it could be things staying closed, because then with the lion, I do take into account the surprise factor. So maybe there is some information coming out that you weren't aware of, or you find out something, you know something, and you kind of go, what? Then you have the Tower, which is some form of commitment. It could be a job, but in a relationship, it's more about, this is a church in the picture. So it is kind of a commitment contract. What are you entering into type thing. Undercurrent is the ring, but it could also be a cycle, the secular, like you're going around in circles, or it feels that way on some level. Then you have the Garden, which makes me confirm the book thing with there is information coming to light that you maybe were not aware of, or, this is a social gathering. I'm not getting a heaviness out of this, but let's find out. So what is this book about? Okay. Yeah. So someone's guarded, aggressive. You have the swords. That's not warm fuzzies. Oh, wow. All right. So you have the lightning on top of the lion. So you have both surprise cards literally next to each other. Okay. It doesn't happen very often. So I think I don't get kaboom though. Oh, the Bride, leading to more relationship oriented type thing. But the Bride for me is more about getting what you want. On some kind of like emotional, physical, material level. So just one more. Okay, so here's the story. Wanted to pop on out. Whip, birds, dog. So there is someone who's aggressive, or there is a sexual nature to this, because whip is my sexy time card. Then the birds, so there's chattiness, but really kind of not committal stuff. There could be gossip. So maybe the gossip part is what the book is about. Depending on whether or not you listen to it, it's a different story. Like, consider your source. That's what I like to say about gossip. But internet communication as well. So there might be texting. There might be, more stuff coming out like you see on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, Twitter, birds. Than the dog. So that's loyalty, friendship, some kind of commitment, and then it leads into the Tower. So this is about some kind of commitment. Now let me see what this Tower is, just to say. Okay. All right. So I think there's a reality. So there's the meeting, there's the handshake, there's the agreement, there's the contract, entering into something, But then there's the cats. So I would be aware of the level of sincerity is what I'll say. Like a cat acts like it wants you to pet it, and then it turns around and claws your hand. So, just make sure, don't go walking behind the horse. So, like, they say don't walk behind a horse. Even if it looks like a calm situation, they could still kick you out of the blue. So I feel like there's a level of caution that needs to be had with this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Level of caution. There's the shepherd. What do shepherds do? They watch, they wait, they protect their flock. They don't just jump into stuff. They make sure everything is going okay before they do anything. So watch and wait. Cautiously. Garden. What are we talking about? Give me some garden action here, babies. Let's talk about this. Whoops. Get back here. Crazies. So the fire. This is hot. This is heated. I think whatever situation is calling for you to stay calm in it, even if there is, not even passion. I don't get the passion, but it's hot. It's contentious. And I want to say maybe someone's counting on you to lose your cool. So play it safe. Clover safe. Yeah, play it safe. I consider this a short-term wheel of fortune, but the safe is keep it close. No grand gestures. This is what I mean by someone's trying to make you lose your cool. Don't take the bait. We're not fishing. So there's a lot of movement, but I don't think it's on Virgo's end. It feels like very external. Yeah, here's the rider coming in with messages, information, etc. But what kind of information are we talking about? What is this? Heart, emotions. We're not going fishing. There's the fish. It comes out. So I think if someone is rushing in to profess whatever it may be, because the fish is all about deep emotions as well, and confess that they feel this way, or you find out that somebody feels a way about something, it's not the time for the fire. It's, play it safe, play it cool, watch and wait. Make sure the sincerity is there. So I think that is pretty good. So I just want one on the card, on the ring, one card on the ring. The mountain. Yeah, so there's a block here. Something is not letting this happen. And until all that stuff happens, like I said, it feels external. It's external to Virgo. Yeah, there's a block on a guy, or it could be just a general person, but it's a significant signifier that I can't even say it. This is a person affecting this process, and that's not helping anything at the moment until they decide that they want to move. But like I said, make sure the sincerity part is there. So we're moving on to Sacred Rose Tarot. Maybe we will get in to see what all that emotion is about. Okay, the Devil. Remember how I said the whip back here with the sexiness? Temptation, choices. Seven of Swords. Then we have King of Cups. All right, one more on the overall. Two of Wands. It literally just jumped into its spot. It's like, nope, right here, right there. That's what we're talking about. So without clarifying, you have the Devil, you have the temptation, you have the, you know, sex type thing, but I really get that it is truly only a physical type situation, very surface level, because then you have the Seven of Swords, which is, it can be cheating, but it is someone trying to get away with some shit that you're just like, yeah, I'm not that dumb. Like, I have your number. I've dialed it plenty of times. So, King of Cups. Water sign, somebody, you know, is thinking pretty highly of themselves, and they have all their emotions, and they think they're in control, but the rest of this story belies it. You know, it doesn't make me, I don't buy it. Two of Wands. So there's an action to a decision that needs to take place. There's something that needs to actually happen. So we're going to see what that is. I'm going to see what the Seven of Swords is going on. Okay, that was too many, but we are going to look at them. Strength, Eight of Wands, Five of Cups, and Judgment. I literally think this is the message to Virgo, because that's, you know, be strong when the communication happens. Don't let this regret and like, oh, babe, I'm sorry, cloud your judgment. Okay, we are going to keep these out because that was a pretty like, no, I have a message for you. Nine of Cups. So when it does come back around when the song plays again, there's emotion here. There's love, but I think there's a level of overindulgence to it that, you know, like I said, it's the sincerity, it's the authenticity that needs to be examined, which doesn't make me feel good. Okay, so then you got the King of Cups with the King of Pentacles over top of it. So is there another player on the field? You know, this is the Earth sign. So Virgo, this could easily be you. Male, female, doesn't matter. But does the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, you know, are you both at your A game? Are you both at the tippy top of the game here? Temperance. Oh, okay. This is either a Sagittarius or this is the balance that's needed to reset this, to hit the reset button, literally. So the Two of Wands, what is the action, the decision? And it's funny because like Two of Wands is usually just like a dude with two wands and the world in like a typical thing, or is that the three? But the Two of Wands is basically a decision, but there's not usually two people, and there's two people facing each other. So I was thinking of the three, but I think there is waiting and ships coming in. Let's see. Okay, Page of Cups. Yeah, there's the offer. It's young. It's not mature. There's a need to decide if someone's going to offer it and if you're going to take it. I'm not feeling that this is new, just because there seems like there was a lot of stuff predating it. Page of Wands, Ace of Swords. So yeah, there's messages coming. There's action happening. There's truth that's going to be coming towards you. It's still young. It's immature. It's like baby steps. So there's baby steps involved here. I don't get grand gestures. I get you being surprised by stuff. All right. We're going to Art of Life Tarot to see what's happening. All right, that's a lot, but it's Ace of Cups, Magician, Eight of Cups, High Priestess. So there's a level of walking away and introspection that's needed, which goes back to what came out in the Sacred Rose, what jumped there in the present. Okay. Hierophant. Yeah, there's the marriage, there's the contract. And I say marriage in terms of commitment, union. Two of Pentacles. Another two. There's juggling, which we'll clarify in a sec, but I'm going to pull one more on top here. Four of Pentacles. Stuff is being held on to that may not be doing you any good. So the Four of Pentacles is the moon. There is confusion, but there's intuition behind it. I mean, the moon's been strong. I do want one more on the moon before we go on to the other guys. Okay. So you have 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands, Page of Swords. If that's not you carrying the burden and feeling trapped, and you're, Page of Swords is like spying. It's watching. It's the watching and waiting. It's shepherding it up hard. And it's not a good vibe. It's not a good look. So the cards are literally like, no, I have other messages. Like, here's the story, but we're gonna tell you about it. So I want to know what I was like, what is the Two of Pentacles about? 8 of Cups. There's a crow going after the cat food if you hear clinking. So yeah, it's like Little House on the Prairie without the charm. So call me Laura. So 8 of Cups is the need to walk away. There's emotion there and stuff, but you need to let it go. I think once you let it go, the surprise is it flips around again. The Magician. Yeah, the same cards that wanted to come out before are coming out now. So the Magician is the manifestation of it. Once you do get some clarity and you are able to walk away, the Queen of Wands. So there is the fire sign thing again. Maybe it goes back to the Sagittarius, but there's a woman who knows what she wants and she's going to get there and what she wants out of commitment. So if it's a woman or a man, doesn't matter, but it's more the Queen, I think, knows what she wants and takes more action towards it, as opposed to a king level that kind of sits back and lets stuff come to them, is how I see it occasionally. And that's what I see here. So you got to take the bull by the horns. Empress, Page of Cups. Yeah, so there could be a beginning here and there could be offers. I don't think, like I said, this feels very external. So here's the Chariot with the star, Aquarius, or this, Chariot could be Cancer as well. Yeah. This is, yeah, I'm getting like you get what you want and stuff, but there's a need to really evaluate it. Like justice, judgment came out over here, but I'm not getting any like super heavy decision cards. I'm getting more of the emotional decision cards, like the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, there's 10 of Wands. It's more like the, it's like, when do you, I hate saying cut bait or fish or cut bait. That's what this is. If you decide to wait, don't do this, I'm so burdened, I'm watching, making yourself sick over it, like this, be strong with your communication and the judgment and everything. It's if it does come at you, be firm in what you want and your decisions. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So that was pretty like ba-boom. So we're taking it. I may want more. So with the crystal deck, we have Zeolite, Tiger's Eye, which is guidance, consciousness, direction. Tiger's Eye is patience, readiness, decisive action, and focus. Yeah. So Zeolite is you need to open yourself to communicating with one's guides. Are you listening? So I think this is you need to listen to yourself. This is what the whole thing's about pretty much. Tiger's Eye is, quietly sit with your thoughts. Is this just a wish or are you ready to manifest? Because you had the Magician, you had the twos. It's time to make a decision and level up. So the decisiveness portion, I do want one more. What is the overall too many crystal deck? All right, one more for Virgo, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, you got quartz. This is the slices, dices, chops, juliennes crystal of everything. This is like, for me, it's a foundation stone. This is like what everyone starts with is quartz. So it's amplifier, reflective, receptive. This ups the ante, on anything it's around. So it's what part of your life needs some assistance. Be open to healing and change, and you will achieve what you desire. Yeah. So, I think go with the tide. Don't fight it. Watch for sincerity and authenticity in the offers that come to you. Even if everything around you seems up in the air, you stay on the ground. All right, Virgo, we'll be talking to you next week. Until then, be well.